Hi guys, how are you all today morning? Good morning. Today is 9th June 2022. My name is TSV Raghavan and I live in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. I am a published author with Amazon Kindle and paperback. I write on spiritualism, fiction, and assorted subjects. Spiritualism happens to be my favorite subject. This is my spiritual channel, and we have been discussing spiritualism in various videos. In the past few videos, we have been discussing about genius, causal intelligence, and other such subjects, including examples pertaining to these two and how they apply to the human living entity. Before going into another example, I would like to give you some introductory thoughts that I have contemplated during my meditation on this subject. Please share with me so that you may also think about it and then give me your esteemed views and opinions. In some cases in this world, some people, for whatever reason their karma destines them to have, these people are chosen by the power above to take out or carry out various assignments for God Himself or herself. That is, there are several people here who take various types of assignments in various walks of life to fulfill them for God, and there is a purpose behind they carry out these assignments. That said, let us talk about causal intelligence and Kundalini chakra. We have already talked about 7 Kundalini chakras, that is Mool Adhara chakra, which is activated by earth sign or earth element, Swadhisthana chakra, which is activated by water element, and Manipuraka chakra, which is activated by fire element, Anahata chakra, which is activated by air element, Vishuddhi chakra, which is activated by ether element, Agna chakra, which is activated by mind, and Sahasrara chakra, which is activated by the brain or intelligence. Now, we have already discussed in detail about several examples pertaining to Mool Adhara chakra, which is activated by earth element, and Swadhisthana chakra, which is activated by water element. Now, we have been trying to find out some examples of Manipuraka chakra. In my previous video, I discussed about a very great man called Mr. Dhirubhai Ambani, a well-known industrialist, tycoon and magnate from India. Today we shall talk about another such example. But before we do that, let us discuss this matter a little bit more. Mani Puraka Chakra happens to be in the belly of a human living entity in Kundalini. This chakra represents fire element. Fire means heat and energy plus adrenaline and passion. Passion to do something big. That is fire element. Fire is restless, active, and fearless. Business needs people who are enterprising. Hence, Mani Praka Chakra represents business in detail. Today, we are going to talk about one such person who came into this world only to carry out an assignment for God, for whatever it was worth. He came here, he saw, he worked, he achieved, he conquered, and then he disappeared. The name of this person was none other than Mr. Aditya Vikram Birla. Mr. Aditya Vikram Birla was born on 14th November 1943 in a famous business clan of India, a famous business house of India known as the Birlas. This boy was a favorite of his grandfather, the great Mr. Ghanshyam Das Birla. Right from his childhood, this boy was a very brilliant and ardent student or erudite student, a dedicated and hard-working schoolboy. There is one journalist called Miss Geeta Piramal who has written a book on businessmen called Business Maharajas. Yesterday we discussed about the first chapter of this book, that was the life story of Mr. Dheeraj Lal Hirachand Ambani, also known as Dhiru Bhai Ambani. In this chapter or in this video, we shall discuss about the second person, that is Mr. Aditya Vikram Birla. Mr. Birla was brilliant, he was a very good student, and he qualified as a chemical engineer. All his academic credentials were very good. At the age of 21, this guy decided to join the family business. But before going into it, let me tell you that this was one person who had come here only to carry out an assignment, and hence he was always in the orbit of causal intelligence till his death. He never diverted from that, and that is why he could carry out his assignment successfully. As I said earlier, he joined the family business at the age of 21. Because he had always been in the causal intelligence orbit, genius began creeping into his life. More so because he had come here for a purpose. Mr. Birla, even at that early age, could find out that because of the volatile political scenario in India, it was very difficult and an uphill task for a youngster like him to achieve his goals, aims, and dreams in India alone. After contemplating on this particular idea for some time, he decided to try his luck elsewhere also in the world. This was the first time that one person from the Birla clan wanted or, or succeeded in planting Birla trees all over the world. So much so that by the time he died, Mr. Aditya Birla had made the Birla industry or business house into a multinational conglomerate. It was not that others from the Birla clan did so or tried so, but they did not succeed as much as Mr. Aditya Birla did. Mr. Aditya Birla, in his next 30 years, built factories and industries in India, Thailand, Philippines, Egypt, and other countries so that a time came when Birlas were one of the largest producers of viscose, palm oil, and carbon black. They became an authority on these three commodities beside others. Mr. Birla, Aditya Birla, passed on at the age of 51 after 30 years of very hard and brilliant work which made his business house into a multinational. This, his hard work is paying off even now, and during his lifetime, Mr. Birla's father and now his son and other relatives are enjoying the fruits of Mr. Aditya Birla's life or his hard work and passion. We should take a leaf out of the life of Mr. Aditya Birla and pray that we should also get such assignments from the divinity to complete in whatever field he chooses to put us in. That is the purpose of life. We should always pray that we be in the causal intelligence mode so that we do good work for humanity and divinity. Kindly subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that I can keep reminding you of my other videos. Till we meet in my next video, it is good morning from TSV Raghavan.